Everyone, and very good afternoon. So, welcome back to the brand new chapter of CA Foundation, paper number 3, Linear Inequalities. So, good afternoon, everybody. So, let's see who all are live with us now. Ashutosh, Ananya, Pratibha, Nikita, Soumya Rajan, then Akilandeshwari, Purva Joshi, Venkat Lakshmi, Sadhna Singh. So, welcome everyone to the new chapter of CA Foundation, paper 3, Linear Inequalities. So basically, this is a very small topic, and the average weightage of this chapter is 1 mark. So normally, this like 1 mark question come from this chapter on an average. Sometimes two can also come, but yes, average weightage is 1 mark. So this chapter is basically a graphical based chapter, so which you might have studied in your lower classes. So we will be doing from all the basics. Okay. Yes, some more people are live now. So Ritu Tiwari is there. Then Adisri, Ansh Verma, Sindhu, Omkar Kumbhar, Shirin Farhan, Pramod, Aryan, Puranjay, Haneen, Gayatri. Okay, so let us begin the topic. So here, inequalities. Inequalities means when the two things are not equal. When the two things are not equal, then only we use the term inequality. That means they are not equal. So whenever there is an equation, then we put equal to sign. Whenever there is an equation, we put equal to sign. And when there is inequality, in case of inequality, what we use? We use greater than sign or less than sign, greater than with equal to, and less than with equal to. All these signs are used. So let us write the name of all these signs. In inequality, we use this one is greater than. Greater than. Second one is less than. Third one is greater than equal to. And the last one is less than equal to. All these are used here. Okay. So let us begin now. So where this chapter is basically used, so this chapter is used in supply, demand, sales, etc. Or even when we can say if someone is manufacturing goods, he is producing some number of goods, then we use some upper limit or lower limit. We use that we can maximum produce 1000 units in a day. That means our production can be less than or equal to 1000. तो अगर कोई पर्सन ये कहता है मेरे एक दिन की प्रोडक्शन कैपेसिटी 1000 है, इसका मतलब वो एक दिन में कितने गुड्स बना सकता है? 1000 या उससे कम बना सकता है. He cannot exceed 1000. Okay. सिमिलरली देयर इज वन केस दैट अगर हम गुड्स बना रहे हैं, सामने से एक पार्टी आई, एक सप्लायर, एक कस्टमर आया हमारे पास और उसने बोला मुझे हर महीने कम से कम 1000 गुड्स चाहिए. 1000 यूनिट्स आर रिक्वायर्ड, एटलीस्ट 1000 यूनिट्स आर रिक्वायर्ड पर मंथ. अब जैसे ही वर्ड लगा एटलीस्ट, एटलीस्ट का मतलब होता है कम से कम. तो मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट इज 1000. So when we use the term at least, at most, in such cases, we have to use greater than or less than signs. Okay. So Sindhu is asking what is the weightage of the chapter. As I have already told you, the average weightage is 1 mark from this chapter, but sometimes two questions can also come. Okay. So how to mark this on a number line? So if we are talking about a number line, so number line consists of all the numbers, negative, 0, and then positive. So how do we mark all the numbers on the number line? So let's say this is a number line. This is a given number line which we are talking about. Okay. And what is the requirement? X is less than equal to 0. whenever less than and equal to both sign are available, that means we have to include 0 as well as less than 0. We have to include both 0 as well as less than 0. So how to mark this area? We have to shade from 0 till less than 0. That means up to infinity. So whenever this is written, it means from minus infinity to 0. Minus infinity to 0. Okay. Now there are some notations here. What are those notations? whenever whenever we want to represent some data, we use two types of bracket. One is simple curve bracket, which is here known as open bracket. This is open. And square bracket means it is a closed bracket. Open and then closed bracket. So if we have written any value like from -2, 3, -2, 3, it means that the shaded region will be, the required region will be between these two. And -2 and 3 are not included. Only we have to include between these two. So let us mark this on a number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. -1, -2, -3. So now here, how to mark this? So -2 and open bracket is written. Open bracket means this -2 should not be included. Only less than -2 will be included. That means we can include 1.99, 1.98, but not 2. We will not include 2. Similarly, on the other side, 3 should not be included. Less than 3 can be included. 2.95 can be included. 2.98, 2.99, but not 3. So the shaded region will be from here to here. So we will not touch -2, we will not touch 3. It will lie between these two. So this is the meaning of open bracket. Whereas if we use close bracket, let's say -2, 3, close bracket, then we have to include both of them also. Now 0, -1, -2, -3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this time these will be included. So from -2 to +3, these are included. So if we have to put dot, we have to fill it completely. We have to fill it completely. No open circle will not be there. Like here you can see the circle is not filled in between. Here also it is not filled, but here it is completely filled. It is completely filled. So this is the difference between open and closed. So here -2 will also be included, 3 will be included, and all the values between these will be included. Okay. So we are just now talking about the number line. After that, we will move on the graph. All right. Now, sometimes you can see from -2 there is open bracket and towards 3 there is closed bracket. Now, what does this mean? It means -2 is not included, is not inclusive, but 3 is inclusive. 3 will be inclusive. So 0, 1, 2, 3. -1, -2, -3. Now 2 should not be included. So it is open from here, but 3 is closed. 3 is closed. So we will start from here, but 3 will be included. Okay. So this is the difference. All right. So let me explain again from here also. Any linear function that involve an inequality sign is a linear inequality, and it may be of one variable or more than one variable. So the simple example is x greater than 0. Yes, now you can see sign is only greater than, equal to sign is not there. So 0 will not be included. So the required area will not touch 0. So we cannot touch 0. We will leave some space and then start. We will start from point 1 and up to infinity. So whenever more than 0 is written, then how to write in the brackets? We will write open bracket and then up to infinity. Since the second value is not defined, so it will be up to infinity. Okay. Now let us consider the same situation on the graph. Now, what will be the graph for x greater than 0? This is a very small equation. The equation is x greater than 0. That means we have to consider only the value of x. Y can be anything. Y can be positive, negative, anything. But the equation, according to this equation, x should be greater than 0. So x will be more than 0 from 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 5, 10, 20, 100, any value. So how to mark this on graph? So let us understand that also. So let us make the shape of a graph. So this is the graph. Now, on graph, one is the x-axis. So we'll write x and x dash. Other is known as y-axis, y and y dash. And in center, we will write 0. Center it is 0. Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to first take care. There are 4 quadrants in this graph. This is known as the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant, and then fourth quadrant. So these are the 4 quadrants. In first quadrant, the value of x is positive 1, 2, 3, 4. On other side, it will be negative -1, -2, -3, -4. Now on y-axis, this is the positive side 1, 2, 3, and so on. Downside it is negative -1, -2, -3, and so on. So in this way, we prepare the graph. All right. So I think ये सब आपने पढ़ रखा होगा, but yes, we are revising from basics. Now, अगर हमें mark करना है, if we have to mark x more than 0, x is greater than 0, so we should not touch 0. So any line away from 0. So more than 0 will be this area. So x will be greater than 0, but y can be anything, positive, negative. So we have to include this portion. So do not touch the axis because it will become 0. So this is more than 0. Okay. Now, the second case here is x greater than equal to 0. Now we can touch the axis. Now we have the power to touch the axis because the value of x is 0 as well as more than 0. So this is the small difference which we can see in these two diagrams. In first diagram, there was some thin gap between them, but in second, there is no gap. Okay. Now, the third situation says x is greater than 0 and y is also greater than 0. Okay. Now, the diagram which we have prepared here, in the first quadrant, we see that x is greater than 0 and y is also greater than 0 because y is positive, x is also positive. In this fourth quadrant here, Clearly x is greater than 0, but value of y is negative. This area is the negative portion for y. So y is negative, -1, -2, -3, and so on. So y greater than 0 is not fulfilled here. Therefore, in order to mark the area x greater than 0 as well as y greater than 0, we have to mark only the first quadrant. This will be the required area. Only the first quadrant will be the required area. Now, since it is greater than 0 and equal to sign is not there, so we have to leave some gap here. We have to leave some gap. So therefore, the required area will be here. This portion will be the required area. So this will satisfy x more than 0 and y also more than 0. Okay. Now, if equal to is also included, then we will not leave the gap. As we can see in the last diagram, there is no gap left. Therefore, it is x and y greater than equal to 0. All right. So this was the basics, which normally we study in class 8, 9, and 10. Now comes the next situation. So there is one inequality like 3x plus y less than 6. 3x plus y less than 6. Now, how to draw this on a graph paper? How to draw this? So for drawing, we have to find out the coordinates first. Now, how to find the coordinate? So first of all, we will convert this into equality. The first step is convert inequality into equality, and after that, find out the values of x and y. Now we can take any value. We can assume any value. Let's say if we take 0. If x is 0, then substitute value of x as 0. So what will be y? Y will become 6. So when x is 0, y is equal to 6. On the other hand, we can keep this time y as 0. If y is 0, what will be the value of x? So 3x plus 0 equal to 6. So x will be 6 upon 3, that is 2. So x will be 2. So these are the coordinates. Okay, everybody. So whenever we have to find out the coordinate, first of all, convert this into equality. After that, substitute any value you like. हम कोई भी वैल्यू पुट कर सकते हैं जो आपकी इच्छा हो, but the best is to put 0 and it will be easily computed. चलो ये हो गया. Then next step is to plot the same on the graph. Now how to plot? In the center, middle में क्या होता है? 0, 0, that is the origin. Then we have marked the values 1, 2. On upside it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. Here it is 6. Now, अब हमें क्या करना है? जो हमने दोनों पॉइंट को मार्क किया है, these are the two marked point. Now we have to connect this with a straight line. Connect this with a straight line. इसको straight line से connect कर दे. तो ये हमने कर दिया है इन दोनों को connect. Okay, the first step was to convert this into equality. Second one is form a table, that is the coordinates. The third step is take the graph and substitute the values and then form the line. Now the last step में क्या करना है? Fourth step में mark करना है required area. So for that, see the inequality sign. What is the sign used here? The sign is less than. So whenever it is less than, then we have to go towards the origin. Towards the origin. So towards the origin, तो हमारा shaded area कौन सा होगा? This will be towards origin. this will be the required area. Okay, so let me explain all these once again in Hindi. So this is a shape which we can take here. Yes. So अगर हमें कोई भी लाइन ड्रॉ करनी है तो उसके लिए आप क्या करेंगे, कोऑर्डिनेट्स को मार्क करेंगे. सो लेट्स से वी हैव मार्क्ड 2 पॉइंट्स हियर. दिस इज अ फर्स्ट पॉइंट एंड दिस इज द सेकंड पॉइंट. नाउ कनेक्ट देम. अब उसको क्या करेंगे, कनेक्ट करेंगे. सो लेट अस कनेक्ट विद द हेल्प ऑफ अ स्केल. Okay, this is the scale. Now we can connect it very easily. Okay, so now this is a straight line. Now the main step is see the inequality. 3x plus y less than 6. Now whenever this sign is used, less than is used, we have to mark inside area, that is towards the origin. So what will be the shaded area? This one, towards the origin. And till where we have to mark? Till infinity. Since there is no limit, we have to just mark less than 6. हमें 6 से कम वाला पोर्शन मार्क करना है, तो इसलिए हम कहां तक मार्क करेंगे? up to infinity. तो 6 से नीचे 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, then negative and so on. So क्या करना है हमें? लेस देन मतलब इनसाइड वाला एरिया मार्क करेंगे. If more than sign is there, if more than sign is there, then mark outside area. Mark outside area. Outside means away from origin. Okay, outside का मतलब है away from the origin. All right. So if we are having, let's say, one more diagram. Yes. So this is the diagram, and let make one line. This is the line. Now, if the equation is 3x plus y greater than 6, so in such a case, we have to mark the outside area. Okay. So in the whole chapter, we will be required to calculate the shaded region, the required area. Okay. Then let's take few more cases. Now, if the situation is, let's say, there are 2 lines now. This is the first one. This is the first line. And now comes the second line. So these 2 lines are there. Now, first equation, let's say it is having less than sign. First equation is having less than sign. And the second equation is having more than sign. Then how to mark the area? So one is saying less than, other is saying more than. Then we have to mark in between area. And also, let's say there is more condition that x should be greater than 0, y also should be greater than 0. So this portion will be inside. Red will go inside. Red wala area kahan jayega? Towards the origin, because it is less than. But blue area will go away from origin, that is outside. And what we have to find out, we have to find out the common region. we have to find out the common region जो दोनों के बीच में common है. Also we require x and y should be greater than 0. So greater than 0 तो ये इससे ऊपर रहेगा और ये भी अंदर रहेगा. तो whenever this is the case, our shaded area will be restricted in first quadrant because only in first quadrant x and y both are positive. सिर्फ और सिर्फ first quadrant में x and y दोनों क्या होते हैं? Positive होते हैं. So what will be the final required area? This is the final required area. So red के अंदर वाला portion less than, blue के बाहर वाला portion more than और बीच में आ गया दोनों का common region. Okay. Yes, so Ritu has given the answer. Only the gap portion in between will be the shaded region. Okay. Then see this case. The inequality is y greater than equal to 2 plus x. So the first step will be make them equal. Now, one by one, put the value and get the result. So if let's say x and y, x is 0, what will be the value of y? Y will be 2. And if y is 0, what will be x? It will be minus 2. Okay. Now mark this on the graph. We have marked this. Now connect these 2 points with a line. So this is the connected line which we have drawn. Now, अब सबसे main portion है what will be the shaded region. So see this inequality sign. It is greater than. Greater than का मतलब क्या? ज्यादा करना है. So it will go away from origin. तो इस line से देखिए origin कहाँ है? Origin तो जा रहा है पीछे. But we have to mark away from origin. So the outside area will be the required area. So we have to go away from origin. Okay. So till here, if there is any doubt, let me know. I'm waiting for a minute. After that, we will move towards the question. So till now, no doubts have received. Okay, Ashutosh and Isha says, एक बार वापस बता दीजिए what is away from origin. Okay. Then Omkar says all clear. Right. See, जब भी हमारे पास साइन आता है कौन सा? ग्रेटर देन और ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू, देन तो हमें क्या करना है? मार्क अवे फ्रॉम ओरिजिन. मतलब ओरिजिन की तरफ नहीं, उसके ऑपोजिट वाला एरिया मार्क करना है. ओरिजिन से दूर, ओरिजिन से दूर मार्क करना है. बट व्हेन इट इज लेस देन और लेस देन इक्वल टू, तो हमें कौन सा एरिया मार्क करना है? टुवर्ड्स ओरिजिन. ओरिजिन की तरफ वाला, जो ओरिजिन की तरफ लेके हमें जाए, वो एरिया मार्क करना है. ओके, सो लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दिस विद द हेल्प ऑफ सम एग्जांपल्स, ताकि वो और क्लियर हो जाए. सो एग्जांपल नंबर 1 पे आते हैं, so that all these basics will be more clear from here. Now there are 5 inequalities. First one is x greater than equal to 0, y greater than equal to 0. Then x is less than equal to 6, y less than equal to 7, x plus y less than equal to 12. So first of all, we are making only first thing, let's say x more than 0. x more than 0 का मतलब क्या है, x रहना चाहिए पॉजिटिव, and y is also more than 0. that means y भी क्या रहना चाहिए, पॉजिटिव. and दोनों पॉजिटिव कब होंगे, when the region is in first quadrant. Okay, so now if we are looking only the first condition of x, अगर हमने सिर्फ x की कंडीशन देखी, x मोर देन इक्वल टू 0, x लेस देन इक्वल टू 6, इसका मतलब क्या है, x की वैल्यू 0 से 6 के बीच में लाई करेगी. वैल्यू ऑफ x विल लाई बिटवीन 0 एंड 6. सो दिस पोर्शन इज x 0, this portion is x 6, and in between lies 0 to 6. So this is the required area for x. But if we talk about y, then it says y should be from 0 to 7, more than 0 and less than equal to 7. So this portion is y0 and here it is y7, and the area marked will be between these two. This is from 0 to 7. Then the last condition was x plus y less than equal to 12. So for x plus y less than equal to 12, we can mark and prepare the points. So x plus y equal to 0, then assume x is 0, y will be 12, assume y is 0, x will be 12. So this we have assumed. Now mark this on the graph, 0, 12 and 12, 0. इसको हमने mark किया and then एक line form कर दी. Now the key point comes, what is the inequality sign? Inequality sign was less than equal to. जब भी लेस देन आता है तो कौन सा एरिया मार्क करना है, टूवर्ड्स ओरिजिन, ओरिजिन की तरफ. बिकॉज ये क्या बोल रहा है, कम वाला, कम मतलब अंदर की तरफ. लेस देन 20 तो 20 से अंदर वाला एरिया हम मार्क करेंगे, लेस देन 30 तो 30 के अंदर वाला एरिया मार्क करेंगे. सो सिमिलरली जो भी लेस देन है तो वो लाइन के अंदर वाला एरिया हमें मार्क करना है, और अंदर जाने का मतलब है हम ओरिजिन की तरफ जा रहे हैं, जीरो की तरफ जा रहे हैं. वी आर प्रोसीडिंग टुवर्ड्स द ओरिजिन. ओके, सो हियर इट इज लेस देन. तो लेस देन का मतलब क्या है, वी हैव टू गो इनसाइड. So this is the required area. Okay. लेकिन अगर वो क्वेश्चन में बोलता if it was more than का मतलब उस लाइन से ज्यादा, उससे बाहर की तरफ, so we have to go away from origin. Okay. So arrow बनाने का सिंपल तरीका है, लेफ्ट हैंड साइड या राइट हैंड साइड, टुवर्ड्स ओरिजिन और अवे फ्रॉम ओरिजिन. Now we have to mix, we have to merge all the three situations now. The first situation, second situation, and the third one. We have to make all these on a single diagram. So the vertical line here denotes, x between 0 and 6. Then the second line, which is horizontal, this denotes y, and the third one, it denotes the third equation. Then according to the green one, the required area will be left hand side, inside area. According to this blue, the diagram will be less than, so we have to do less than portion, and according to yellow, this will be also less than, so inside. Now we have to find only the common region between them. तो ऐसा एरिया जो सब में कॉमन हो, ब्लू के भी अंदर, ग्रीन के भी अंदर और येलो के भी अंदर. तो ऐसा एरिया जो तीनों को सेटिस्फाई करे, ऐसा एरिया हमें ढूंढना है जो तीनों को सेटिस्फाई करे. सो मार्क दैट एरिया. सो अवर एरिया विल बी दिस वन. Now this area is satisfying all the three. ये तीनों को satisfy करेगा. ब्लू से भी नीचे है, ग्रीन के भी अंदर है एंड येलो के भी अंदर है. So this will become the required area. Okay, तो less का मतलब towards origin and more than का मतलब away from origin. Okay, so this is the required area. So this common region, this this is known as the feasible region. You can mark this. The common region is known as the feasible region or the solution set or the polygonal convex set. So there are alternative names which you can remember कि हम इनको और क्या बोल सकते हैं. तो शेडेड एरिया को हम बोलते हैं फिजिबल रीजन या फिर हम बोल सकते हैं दिस इज द सॉल्यूशन. ओके, नाउ अब हमें देखना है क्या जो हमारा रिक्वायर्ड एरिया है क्या इसके चारों तरफ में बाउंड्री है या फिर किसी तरफ से ये इनफाइनाइट जा रहा है. ओके, सो हर तरीके से हमने देखा इट इज हैविंग सर्टेन लिमिट कि x पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए, नेगेटिव नहीं जा सकता. तो हर तरफ उसकी एक बाउंड्री बनी है. तो जब हर तरफ से बाउंड्री बनी होती है देन इट इज नोन एज द बाउंडेड रीजन. तो यू कैन रीड द नेक्स्ट लाइन. अ रीजन is said to be bounded if it can be totally included within a very large circle and the shaded region enclosed by the deep line in the diagram is bounded. ये bounded है, bounded because चारों तरफ उसके लाइंस बनी हुई है, उस लिमिट से हम बाहर नहीं जा सकते. तो it can be included within a circle. Okay. Now comes the situation कि एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन कैसे बनता है. So generally there will be a situation given in the exam or there will be a case study और हमें उस केस स्टडी को देख के इक्वेशंस बनानी है, इनइक्वालिटीज बनानी है बेसिकली. एंड ऑप्शंस में भी इनइक्वालिटीज रहेगी. यू हैव टू चूज व्हिच इनइक्वालिटी इज करेक्ट. ओके, तो इसी को अंडरस्टैंड करने के लिए, समझने के लिए हम करेंगे एग्जांपल नंबर 2. ओके, so before that there is one more thing which is known as objective function. So there is one thing which is known as objective function. So what is objective function? Objective function का मतलब है एक ऐसा ऑब्जेक्ट, जैसे कि हम अगर कोई कंपनी बनाते हैं, इफ वी आर मेकिंग अ कंपनी, वी आर फॉर्मिंग अ कंपनी, देन उस कंपनी का एक गोल होता है, एक ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है. Like if we are running a manufacturing company, तो what is our goal? To like have profit maximization, ज्यादा से ज्यादा प्रॉफिट अर्न करना, या फिर सेल्स मैक्सिमाइजेशन, ज्यादा से ज्यादा सेल्स करना. सो ऑल दीज कैन बी आवर ऑब्जेक्टिव. आउटपुट को मैक्सिमाइज करना, तो हर चीज जिसको हम मैक्सिमाइज करना चाहते हैं वो करना. ऑन द अदर साइड इट कैन बी मिनिमाइज एज वेल. टाइम, हम कम टाइम में ज्यादा काम करें, सो टाइम कैन बी मिनिमाइज्ड. कॉस्ट, कॉस्ट कैन बी मिनिमाइज्ड. तो जो भी हमारा ऑब्जेक्टिव है, वी हैव टू डिफाइन वन ऑब्जेक्टिव, दैट आवर ऑब्जेक्टिव इज मैक्सिमाइज और मिनिमाइज. ओके, सो कैसे होगा, लेट अस अंडरस्टैंड दिस with this example number 2. So it says a manufacturer produces two products A and B and has his machine in operation for 24 hours. अब उसकी जो मशीन ऑपरेशन में है वो कितने आवर्स के लिए है? 24 hours a day है, पूरे 24 घंटे उसकी मशीन काम करती है. Now production A requires 2 hours of processing. अगर हमें गुड्स A बनाने हैं तो उसको प्रोसेस करने के लिए क्या लगेगी, मशीन नंबर 1 लगेगी। कितने घंटे के लिए, 2 आवर्स के लिए। सो लेट अस मार्क ए 2 आवर्स in machine 1 and 6 hours in machine 2. On the other hand, production of B require 6 hours in machine M1 and 2 hours in machine M2. Now the manufacturer earns a profit of rupees 5. Profit कितना हो रहा है, rupees 5 on each unit of A and rupees 2 on B. How many units of each product should be produced? So कितनी units हमें बनाने चाहिए in a day, in one day, in order to achieve the maximum profit? So this maximum profit, तो यहाँ पे question में hint दिया है कि what is our objective function? It is to maximize the profit. So we have to write first of all our objective. So our objective is to maximize. Now this objective function is always denoted by Z. Objective function is denoted by Z. और हमें find क्या करना है, number of units. How many units shall we produce for A and B? So let us assume, let X1 be the number of units of type A and X2 be the number of units of type B. तो दोनों number of units को हमने मान लिया X1 and X2. अब उसको प्रोड्यूस जब हम करेंगे तो प्रॉफिट मिलेगा X1 से, दैट मींस प्रोडक्ट ए से कितना प्रॉफिट मिलेगा, रुपीज 5 पर यूनिट. सो वी कैन राइट 5 टाइम्स ऑफ X1 प्लस बी से मिलेगा 2 रुपीज, सो 2 टाइम्स ऑफ X2. तो इससे हमें क्या निकल जाएगा, मैक्सिमम प्रॉफिट आ जाएगा. लेट्स से इफ X1 is 10 and X2 is 5, then we can solve this. 5 into 10 plus 2 into 5, that is 60 rupees. It becomes the profit. But abhi hamare paas at present X1 and X2 is not available, so we have to find this X1 and X2 first. So this is maximize. Now there are some constraints. Constraints का मतलब क्या है, limitation. Constraints का मतलब है limitation, कि हमारे पास कुछ चीजें limited होती है. Like in economics, we say resources are always scarce. Time is limited. Raw material is limited. Labor hours is limited. तो हर चीज limited होती है, कुछ ना कुछ constraints है. उसी constraint को हमें यहाँ पर equation या inequality के form में लिखना है. So what is the constraint? Let's see. Product A को बनाने के लिए हमारे पास 2 घंटे हैं in machine 1. So we can write this here. For making product A, we require 2 hours in machine 1 and we require 6 hours in machine 2. B को अगर हमें बनाना है, we require 6 hours in machine 1 and 2 hours in machine 2. Now what is the limitation? That is there are 24 hours in a day. हमारे पास सिर्फ 24 घंटे हैं पूरे दिन में मशीन चलाने के लिए, उससे ऊपर वैसे भी नहीं हो सकते. तो this is a limitation, this is a constraint. तो इससे हम inequality बनाते हैं. So let's form the inequality. So 2 units, so 2 hours for X1 plus 6 hours for X2 and total time is less than, or we can also put equal to as well, less than or less than equal to 24. Second situation will be 6x1 plus 2x2 will be less than 24. Now number of units, can they be positive or negative? Of course, number of units are always positive. It can be 0 but cannot be negative. So x1 should be greater than equal to 0. It cannot be negative. Similarly, x2 will also be greater than equal to 0. So these values cannot be negative. ये values negative नहीं हो सकती है. All right. Now find the points from these inequality and then plot on the graph. So the first says 2x1 plus 6x2 equal to 24. Values of x1 and x2. If let's say x2 is 0, x1 will be 12, and if x1 is 0, x2 will be 4. So in this way, we can form the table. Second table, similarly, we can form for 6x1 plus 2x2 equal to 24. Now x1, x2, how to mark them? If x2 is 0, x1 will be 4, and if x1 is 0, x2 will be 12. Now we can plot them on the graph. So these are the two lines, first one and the second one. Now both is having less than sign. Both are having less than sign. Less than means inside, towards origin. Towards origin. So towards origin, so this middle portion will be the required area. So the shaded region is this quadrilateral. Okay. So till here, anyone having doubt? Let me know. Anyone? No? So this becomes the shaded area. Now we have to find the coordinates of all these. So if we see this clearly, there are 4 coordinates now. 0, 0, 4, 0, 3, 3 and 0, 4. So coordinates किसके निकालने हैं? जो शेडेड एरिया है उसके कॉर्नर पॉइंट्स, जहां जहां पे वो फिगर टर्न होता है, वो सारे कॉर्नर पॉइंट्स के वी नीड शेडेड एरिया. So we need this coordinates. So all these coordinates are to be found out. अब ये चारों कोऑर्डिनेट निकालने के बाद हमें क्या करना है? हमें इसको पुट करना है इन द ऑब्जेक्टिव फंक्शन. You have to put this in objective function. Substitute this in objective function. Objective function क्या था? Z is equal to 5x1 plus 2x2. 5x1 plus 2x2. So one by one we can put the values. First of all हमने put किया 0. So 5 into 0, 2 into 0, it becomes 0. Second value put किया 4, 0. It becomes 5 into 4 plus 2 into 0, it is 20. Third one 0, 4, 5 into 0 plus 2 into 4, it is 8. And the last one 3, 3, 5 into 3 plus 2 into 3. So what is the result? 21. Now, since हमारा objective क्या था? Maximize. So we have to see the maximum possible value. So which is the maximum value here? 21 we can see is the maximum value. Therefore, 3, 3 is the optimum. It is optimum. That is, x1 should have 3 units, x2 also 3 units. So if we prepare 3 units for both, we will get maximum profit. We will get maximum profit. तो अगर हमने दोनों के 3 units prepare किए हैं, then उस केस में हमें क्या मिलेगा? Maximum profit. So this is a complete question. So let us summarize this, what we have done here. The first thing was, according to question, you have to form the objective function. ऑब्जेक्टिव के बाद हमें देखना है कॉन्स्ट्रेंट्स, लिमिटेशन. तो लिमिटेशन क्या है? नंबर ऑफ आवर्स. ए के लिए एज वेल एज बी के लिए, दोनों के लिए नंबर ऑफ आवर्स आर लिमिटेड. देयरफॉर हमें क्या करना है? उसको इनइक्वालिटी के फॉर्मेट में कन्वर्ट करना है. सो दैट इज व्हाई वी हैव कन्वर्टेड दीज टू इनइक्वालिटीज. ऑल्सो वी हैव टू राइट these non-negative constant because production can never be negative. After that, form the table and plot on the graph. Graph पे plot करने के बाद we have to mark the shaded area, and from shaded area we have to see the points. What are those possible points? और उस सारे possible points के ऊपर, उन सारे possible points के ऊपर हमें check करना है where we are getting the maximum value. जिस पे maximum value आ रही है, that will be selected. Okay. Now the next one, example 3, you have to form just inequality, nothing else. A company produces two products A and B, each of which requires processing in two machines. हमारे पास दो ऑप्शन है, या तो प्रोडक्ट ए बना लें एंड प्रोडक्ट बी बना लें, और दोनों को बनाने के लिए हमें दो मशीन्स की जरूरत पड़ती है. तो फर्स्ट मशीन कैन बी यूज फॉर एटमोस्ट 60 आवर्स. तो यहाँ पे क्या आ गई? लिमिटेशन. एक चैलेंज है कि मशीन हमारे पास सिर्फ 60 आवर्स के लिए चल सकती है. एंड सेकेंड मशीन को हम यूज कर सकते हैं ओनली फॉर 40 आवर्स. नाउ प्रोडक्ट ए को अगर बनाना है, इट रिक्वायर्स 2 आवर्स ऑन मशीन 1 एंड 1 आवर ऑन मशीन 2. Whereas product B require 1 hour on machine 1 and 2 hour on machine 2. And we have to express the situation using linear inequality. तो एग्जाम में सिर्फ इतना सा क्वेश्चन है, आपको ऑप्शन देखना है कौन सा इनइक्वालिटी करेक्ट है. Okay, so here we can assume let the number of units be x and y. X and y. तो अगर हमें ए का यूनिट बनाना है मशीन 1 पे, कितना टाइम लगेगा? 2 आवर्स. एंड 1 आवर लगेगा ऑन मशीन 2 पे. देन प्रोडक्ट बी के लिए 1 आवर ऑन मशीन 1 एंड 2 आवर ऑन मशीन 2. मशीन 1 की लिमिटेशन हमारे पास है. लिमिटेशन इज एज पर मशीन. कितना लिमिटेशन है? 60 आवर्स. मशीन 2 का लिमिटेशन है कितना? 40 आवर्स. इक्वेशन क्या बनेगी? 2 of x plus 1 of y less than equal to 60. 2 of x plus y is less than 60. So this is the equation for machine 1. So जहां पे constant है उसके according inequality will be formed. So this is for machine 1. Now for machine 2, we are having x plus 2y less than equal to 40. And also by default, we have to use x and y should be greater than equal to 0 because it cannot be negative. Okay. So एग्जाम में आपको ग्राफ नहीं बनाना है. एग्जाम में ग्राफ क्वेश्चन में गिवन रहेगा या ऑप्शन में रहेगा, या कुछ क्वेश्चन ऐसे होंगे जहां पर ग्राफ की रिक्वायरमेंट नहीं रहेगी. आपको ग्राफ ड्रॉ नहीं करना है, ओनली यू हैव टू चूज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन. दैट्स इट. So such kind of question like example 3, example 4 are usually asked, and it involves no graph paper. Okay. So a fertilizer company produces two types of fertilizers called grade 1 and grade 2. Two varieties there, grade 1 and grade 2. Each of these types is processed थ्रू टू क्रिटिकल केमिकल प्लांट यूनिट्स। इनको प्रोसेस करने के लिए दो प्लांट्स के थ्रू गुजारा जाता है। प्लांट ए हैज मैक्सिमम ऑफ 120 आवर्स। नाउ दिस इज द लिमिट। प्लांट ए की लिमिट है 120 घंटे इन अ वीक, whereas बी की लिमिट कितनी है? 180 आवर्स इन अ वीक। नाउ मैन्युफैक्चरिंग वन बैग ऑफ ग्रेड 1 रिक्वायर्स। अगर ग्रेड 1 का बैग बनाना है तो उसमें कितना टाइम लगेगा? 6 आवर्स इन प्लांट ए and 4 hours in plant B. For grade 2, it requires 3 hours in plant A and 10 hours in plant B. And also we can write the limit 120 hours for A, 180 for B. This is the limit. Now, according to this limit, form the inequalities. So 6 of x plus 3 of y, and it will be less than equal to 120. Second, 4 of x plus 10 of y less than equal to 180. And this x and y should be greater than equal to 0. Simply we have to form these inequalities. That's it. Okay. So let's have a break now of 5 minutes. And after that we will continue. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. Now there is one question from Pranav, that why we are taking less than and equal to. See, less than equal to means we can work up to 120. We can work up to 120. So that is why we have included equal to. And also it will make no difference if you only write less than, because we have to like prepare the table and then mark the shaded region. So no need to worry. But yes, we have to include this equal to sign, because हम 120 hours तक work कर सकते हैं उस मशीन के ऊपर, और सेकंड मशीन पे 180 hours तक वर्क कर सकते हैं. ओके प्रणव? Okay, so now next comes example number 5. So example number 5, we have to just mark the common region. So option will be in options 4 graph will be given, और उन चारों ग्राफ में से आपको देखना है कौन सा शेडेड रीजन एकदम एक्यूरेट है, करेक्ट है. So let us see the equalities first. Greater than equal to 9, greater than equal to 3, greater than 0, greater than, सब कुछ greater than है. That means the common area will be outside area. बाहर वाला जो area है, that will be the common area. Now स्टार्टिंग वाले सारे स्टेप्स वही है. लाइन हमें ड्रॉ कर देनी है. लाइन ड्रॉ करने के बाद का कौन सा स्टेप है, लेट्स डिस्कस दैट. सो फर्स्ट लाइन जो आपकी बन गई है, ये हमारा एरिया कौन सा है, इसके बाहर वाला आउटसाइड रीजन. सेकेंड में भी क्या है, आउटसाइड रीजन. सो नाउ वी हैव टू फाइंड द कॉमन एरिया जो दोनों के बाहर है. सो दिस विल बी द कॉमन रीजन जो दोनों के ही बाहर आ रहा है. So this portion will be the shaded region. All right. अंदर वाला नहीं होगा. जो लाइन दोनों के बीच में है, so this will not be the common area. This is not the common area. Only जो उसके बाहर है उसी को हम include करेंगे. Only that will be the common area. Okay. Now, sixth one. Now there is one again different point here. First is equation and second is inequality. Now x plus 2y is equal to 4. Since it is equal to 4, तो area is neither on left nor on right. ना तो हमारा area left side में होगा और ना ही right side में होगा, because it is simply equal to. तो equal to का मतलब it is a line only. तो ये सिर्फ एक line है. So this is a line. Whereas जो दूसरी इक्वेशन है उसमें क्या होगा, x minus y less than equal to 3. Second is less than equal to 3. But the common region क्या होगा? तो common region will not be like shaded area, because we have to simply मार्क द लाइन. यहाँ पे सिर्फ एक इक्वल टू साइन था, और इक्वल टू साइन क्या डिनोट करता है कि हमें सिर्फ उस लाइन पे रहना है, ना तो लाइन के अंदर जाना है और ना ही लाइन के बाहर जाना है. ओके. तो सेकेंड वाला जो पार्ट है हमारा लेस देन इक्वल टू 3, इट डिनोट्स दैट द रिक्वायर्ड रीजन विल बी इनसाइड. रिक्वायर्ड रीजन क्या होगा, इनसाइड वाला होगा, अंदर वाला होगा. लेकिन जो फर्स्ट वाली इक्वेशन है वो क्या डिनोट करता है कि ओनली हमारी लाइन ही रहेगी. सो वी हैव टू जस्ट मार्क द कॉमन एरिया. द कॉमन एरिया विल नॉट बी देयर, बट देयर विल बी अ कॉमन लाइन. दिस विल बी अ कॉमन लाइन दैट इज फ्रॉम ए टू बी. तो ये जो लाइन ए से बी है, ये ब्लू लाइन के ऊपर लाई कर रही है. दिस इज लाइन अबव द ब्लू लाइन, एंड इट इज on the green line, because green line का right side left side तो हम जान नहीं सकते, because it is equal to sign. And second condition blue को हमने देखा, तो blue से left hand side towards the origin हमें जाना है, and not away from origin. And since the values are positive, तो हम कहाँ रहेंगे, only in first quadrant. So common region will be only a line segment from A to B. So this was a different question. Then seventh is similar what we have done. Eighth also now you can do. Eighth में there are 3 different lines and we have to see the common region. The first one is less than 100. Less than 100 is inside area. Second is more than 40, outside area. Third one, less than 75, inside. So 2 is inside, 1 is outside. 1 is outside. तो कॉमन एरिया आ जाएगा उन तीनों के बीच में. So this is the required area, the common area. So this red portion will become the common area. Now ninth is very easy. You can do this. In 10th also, simple 4 equations are there, and from the 4 equations we have to mark the points first and then the common area. So x plus y greater than equal to 1. So this is the first line. Then comes the second line. Then y is less than equal to 5. So this one is less than equal to 5. And x less than equal to 6. So this will be less than equal to 6. Now from all these, we can see that only one thing is greater than and all three are less than. So this portion is greater than, outside area, and else all other are inside, inside and inside. So this becomes the common region. So this is the common area. All right. So example number 11 is similar to what we have done. So let's do it again. Two machine 1 and 2 produce 2 grades of plywood, grade A and grade B. So this is the types of goods which the machine prepare. In 1 hour operation, machine 1 produces 2 units of grade A. मशीन 1 एक घंटे में ए के 2 यूनिट बनाती है एंड 1 यूनिट ऑफ ग्रेड बी और ग्रेड बी का 1 यूनिट. मशीन 2 1 hour of operation produces 3 of A and 4 of B. The machines are required to meet a production schedule of at least 14 units of grade A. अब हमारी requirement क्या है? We require at least 14 units of grade A and 12 units of grade B. और grade B के 12 units हमें चाहिए. Express this using the linear inequalities. तो उसके लिए हमें कितने आवर्स मशीन 1 पे काम करना पड़ेगा एंड मशीन 2 पे वो हमें नहीं पता. So let us assume. So let the number of hours required for machine B X and for machine 2 be Y. So in 1 hour, machine 1 can produce 2 units of grade A and 1 unit of grade B. In X hours, it will produce 2x and X units of grade A and B respectively. So accordingly, we have assumed कि X number of hours are there and machine को कितने कितने units produce करने हैं per hour, and accordingly we can calculate. So let us convert the same thing into inequality. So 2 of X plus 3 of Y should be greater than equal to 14. Why it is greater than? Because at least was written. At least 14 units and at least 12 units. So सिर्फ इस at least की वजह से यहाँ पे mention था. यहाँ पे हमने greater than का sign use किया है. Okay. Now Since it is greater than, तो हमें कौन सा एरिया मार्क करना है? The shaded region will be the common area which is moving outside, जो बाहर की तरफ जा रहा है. So this one is outside. So this is the common area. Okay. So now let's come on the exercise. Third A. Question first. Now read the question and answer question number first. An employer recruits experienced, that is X, and fresh workmen, that is Y, for his firm under the condition that he cannot employ more than 9 people. So what is the limitation कि वो 9 लोगों से ज्यादा काम पे नहीं रख सकता? Cannot employ more than 9. 9 से ज्यादा नहीं, that means up to 9 it can be there. Up to 9. Up to 9 means less than or equal to 9. Less than or equal to 9. So X plus Y should be less than or equal to 9. So which option will be correct? Option number B will be correct. So Ashwarya has given the answer. Pramod, Hema Varshini, great. 3 people have answered option number B. Now the second one. On the average experienced person does 5 units of work while fresh one 3 units of work daily. Experienced लोग कितना काम करते हैं? 5 units. And fresh वाले कितना काम करते हैं? 3 units on daily basis. But employer has to maintain an output of at least 30 units. Employer को कितना maintain करना है? 30 units maintain करना है. कब? Per day. 30 units per day. And this situation can be expressed as, और इस situation को हम कैसे express करेंगे? How to express this situation? So we can take one as X, another as Y. Experience को हमने ले लिया X and fresh को ले लिया Y. So दोनों मिलाकर के कितना काम करेंगे? At least 30, मतलब 30 या उससे ज्यादा. So 5X plus 3Y should be greater than or equal to 30. So Hema has given the answer. Meghna Chauhan, Ritu Tiwari, Ayushi Bothra, Sandhya, Manish Jain, and Adishri. Adishri is given option A. See, Adishri, this is greater than, because at least 30 is written. So you have to choose option number C. Now check the third one. The rules and regulation demand that employer should employ not more than 5 experienced hands to 1 fresh one. And this fact can be expressed as not more than 5 experience to 1 fresh hand. Now, how to express this kind of situation? So here we can take as 5 of Y should be greater than equal to X. So not more than 5. So we can take 5Y should be greater than or equal to X. And if we want, we can send this 5 into the denominator. It will become Y greater than equal to X by 5. So we can select both the option, either option number A or option number C. Both are correct. Both are having the same meaning. दोनों का meaning exactly same है. Fourth one. Again the similar question. The union, however, forbids him to employ less than 2 experienced person to each fresh. तो यूनियन ने क्या किया, मना किया है to employ less than 2 person to each fresh. So equation or inequality will be 2y less than equal to x, or y will be less than equal to x upon 2. Option number B. Fourth one. The graph of inequality x plus y less than equal to 9. Now since it is less than, so shaded area will be towards the origin. Towards origin, that means inside area. So this will be the required area. Option number A. Then the sixth one. 5x plus 3y greater than equal to 30. Greater than equal to 30. So since it is greater than, or we can say more than, so more than hai, then we have to solve, we have to mark outside region. Outside means away from origin. Away from origin. So option number C. Then seventh one. The graph to express the inequality y less than equal to 1 by 2x. Y less than equal to half of x. Now in this case the problem is what? ये ग्राफ कहां से पास होगा? origin से. This graph is passing through origin. So now there is one confusion, which will be the required area, because passing through origin. Now away from origin कौन सा है, towards origin कौन सा है? So now we are confused. So कौन सा area mark करना है? Now it is the best way to put the option and check. See, if we put 1 in x, x में अगर आपने put किया 1, तो क्या रिजल्ट आएगा? 1 by 2 into 1 it is half. अगर आप 2 पुट करते हैं then it is 1. 3 पुट किया then it is 3 by 2 and so on. तो जो सारी values आ रही है, these are positive values. And here x is greater. x यहाँ पे क्या है? Greater है. Then the required area will be the outside area, which is where x is positive. क्योंकि यहाँ पे x क्या है? Positive है. So y was less than equal to half of x. In this case, the required area will be this outside one area. Eighth. Now, eighth, there are 4 lines. So we have to be very careful which option will be correct. Line 1 is 5x plus 3y equal to 30. Then equal to 9, x by 3 and x by 2. तो सबको equal to में convert करके दिया है. And now you have to find which signs are correct, less than or more than. So we have to judge from lines. First see line 1. Line 1 का जो area है वो कौन सा mark किया है? Outside region is marked. तो line 1 should be greater than. Line 1 के सामने जो sign आना चाहिए, that should be greater than. Line 2 का area inside वाला, it is inside area, line 2. So line 2 should be less than. लाइन 3 का एरिया कौन सा है? आउटसाइड एरिया। एंड लाइन 4 का एरिया कौन सा है? इनसाइड। नाउ विच ऑप्शन इज फॉलोइंग ऑल दीज 4 कंडीशंस? ऐसा कौन सा ऑप्शन है विच इज फॉलोइंग ऑल दीज कंडीशंस? सो ओनली ऑप्शन नंबर बी इज देयर। सिर्फ और सिर्फ ऑप्शन बी है विच इज सेटिस्फाइंग ऑल दीज। Therefore B will be correct. Okay. Now comes the second one. A dietitian wishes to mix together two kinds of food. Now dietitian को किसी की diet prepare करनी है and he wants to mix two varieties of food so that vitamin content of mixture is at least 9 units, at least 9 units of vitamin A and 7 units of B, 10 units of C and 12 units of D. इतना विटामिन कंटेंट उसमें आ जाए। सो लिमिटेशन क्या है? कॉन्स्टेंट्स क्या है? वी रिक्वायर ऑल दीज मिनिमम क्वांटिटी ऑफ विटामिन्स। नाउ अज्यूमिंग x units of food, one is to be mixed with y units of food, then the situation can be expressed as। तो सारे जो कांस्टेंट है सबके आगे क्या वर्ड लगा है? एटलीस्ट। सो व्हेनेवर एटलीस्ट इज यूज्ड, एटलीस्ट का मतलब क्या है? मोर देन। So here it is more than or equal to. More than or equal to. तो सारी सिचुएशन में जिसके पास भी more than या equal to होगा that will be correct. So for the first constraint 2x plus y less than equal to 9 or more than equal to 9, it should be more than. So more than is given in option number C and D. So first is rejected, second is rejected. So we have to consider from C and D. B option, for B, x plus y should be greater than equal to 7. C, x plus 2y should be greater than equal to 10. So this is option number D is correct. C will be rejected. And for the last one, 2x plus 3y greater than equal to 12 and then non-negative constants. सो इस सेकंड क्वेश्चन के अंदर सिर्फ और सिर्फ क्या ध्यान रखना है कि क्वेश्चन ने पूरी टेबल बना करके हमें दी है कि डाइटिशियन को 4 विटामिन्स देखने हैं ए बी सी एंड डी कि उनकी मिनिमम रिक्वायरमेंट्स पूरी हो जानी चाहिए और उसको पूरा करने के लिए वो क्या करेगा? फूड 1 एंड फूड 2 को मिक्स करेगा एक सर्टेन रेशियो के अंदर ताकि हमारी जो डाइट के अंदर विटामिन्स की नीड है वो पूरा हो जाए। सो वर्ड क्या यूज किया है? वर्ड हियर इज एटलीस्ट। जब भी एटलीस्ट लिखा है एटलीस्ट 7, एटलीस्ट 7 का मतलब है 7 या उससे ज्यादा, एटलीस्ट 9 या उससे ज्यादा। देयरफॉर ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू साइन विल बी यूज्ड। तो हम कौन सा साइन लेंगे? ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू। सो ऑप्शन नंबर डी इज करेक्ट। All right, Ritu, Ayushi, Isha. Yes. Now the third one. Now in third, graph is given directly. And graph को अगर हम ध्यान से देखें, the shaded region is outside, बाहर वाला एरिया है और सारी लाइंस के बाहर वाला एरिया है। Now this outside region is possible only when, कब पॉसिबल है ये? when the sign is more than वाली सिचुएशन जब होगी तो किन सिचुएशन में more than लिखा है? तो फर्स्ट में फर्स्ट इज लेस देन रिजेक्टेड, सेकेंड दिस इज लेस देन रिजेक्टेड, थर्ड everyone is more than, so it will be accepted. Option number C is correct. नाउ द फोर्थ वन आपको आराम से ट्राई करना है, आराम से पढ़ें, डायग्राम देखें एंड देन गिव द आंसर. आई एम वेटिंग फॉर 2 minutes. So everyone is giving option number C. Manish has given C, Venkat Lakshmi C, Ritu C, Hema says A option, Venkat Lakshmi says A option. So clearly here we have to see the first line is greater than, second is also greater than, third is also greater than, fourth one is less than. So 3 will go away from origin and 1 will be towards the origin. So L4 will be towards the origin. L4 is towards origin and all other are away from origin. So therefore the common area will be between them. So this is the required region. Yes, option number A is correct. So Meghna has also given the answer. Manish, Sindhu, Ayushi Bothra, Lisa Jain, Sakshi, then Puranjay, Pramod, Farhin Taz. Okay. Now comes the fifth one. Now the two areas, one is inside, other is outside. These two areas are marked. Now which option will be correct? So it simply means that one area will be towards origin, other will be away from origin. So very much easy. Option number A will be correct. Now the next one, sixth. Question number 6, you can try. X1 greater than 0, X2 greater than 0. So when both are greater than 0, then we have done which quadrant will be the required area. The required area will be in first quadrant. So option number B will be correct. Next is second one. Line is given and the shaded area is outside. The shaded region is outside. Now, which will be the correct option? Option number A, B, or C? Now, you might be confused with option number A and C because A is inside and A is greater than and C is also greater than. Now, which greater than will be correct? The first one says x1 minus x2 should be greater than 1 and other one is x1 plus x2 greater than equal to 1. So if you see the coordinates clearly, the coordinates are 1, 0 and 0, 1. So according to this inequality, which will be correct? Clearly option number 2 will be correct. Because if you put 1 here, it will become, or if you put 0 in x1, then x2 will become minus 1. x2 will become -1, so this will be incorrect. Whereas if you put x1 as 0 here, x2 will be equal to 1, and if you put x2 as 0, then x1 will be 1. So option number C will be correct. So everybody has given the answer. Pramod, Manish, Adishri, Ritu Tiwari, Hima, Venkat Lakshmi, Mrs. Farheen Taz. Yes, everybody has given the answer. That's great. Third one, the inequality minus x1 plus 2x2 less than equal to 0 is indicated on the graph as. So which one will be correct? Yes, option number A, B, or C. Since it is minus of x1 plus 2 of x2 less than equal to 0. Option number A. So option number A is correct here. Then seventh one. Arrows are marked inside, some are outside. And what is the requirement? You are required to see which inequalities are correct. So first is L1. L1 is moving here. That means it is positive. It is towards positive portion more than 0. L1 will be greater than equal to 0. L2. L2 is also going above. It is also greater than equal to 0. Third one. Third one is away from origin, greater than equal to 0. Fourth one, away from origin. And fifth one. Fifth one is the where. Yes, this is the fifth one. This is here towards the origin. So which one is satisfying? Option number B. B is able to satisfy all. Now let's move on the question number 8. A firm makes two type of product. कौन से प्रोडक्ट फर्म बना रही है? टाइप नंबर ए एंड टाइप नंबर बी. These are the two varieties. The profit on product A is rupees 20 each and that on product B is rupees 30 each. तो दोनों का profit is available. Both types are processed on 3 machines, 1, 2 and 3. Time required in hours by each product and the total time available in hours per week is given. So product A and B, machine 1, 2, 3 is there and then available time. So what is the constant basically? Number of hours available by machine. So hours are limited. 36 hours for one, 50 for second, 60 for third. Hours are limited. Now the constant can be formulated using x1 and x2. x1 is number of units for A and x2 denotes B. So let's check which one is correct now. So here we can write 3x1 plus 3x2 and 36 is the maximum time available. So less than equal to 36. Then 5x1 plus 2x2 less than equal to 50. Then 2x1 plus 6x2 less than equal to 60. Now, which option will be correct? So it is satisfied by only option number C. Yes, C will be correct. Then comes question number 9. Question number 9. The set of inequalities L1, L2, L3 is given, and L1 is having less than sign, L2 is also less than, L3 is also less than. All three are less than. That means the common area will be towards the origin. जो तीनों का left hand side होगा, that will become the common region. So clearly we can see which diagram will be correct. Option number B, जो सबके अंदर होगा common region will be that. So option number B is correct. Now the next one, 10th. The common region satisfying the inequalities. First is less than equal to 5. Second is less than equal to 8. Third is more than equal to 12. So these are the three situations. Now we have to check which one is the common region. So two are less than and one is more than. So less than means inside area and more than means outside area. So let's check which one will be correct. If you see option number B, everything is inside. So that will be rejected. Now you have to choose between option number A and C. A and C. So at last we can recall the points again. So before that, the next thing is we will be doing next chapter time value of money. And the time value of money is the most important chapter of mathematics. The weightage for time value of money, is 12 to 16 marks. 12 to 16 marks. So this much is the weightage. So therefore the chapter is very much important, and that portion will be divided into three parts. First will be simple interest, second will be compound interest, and then third will be annuity. So we will be dividing that portion into these three parts. So all these are very much important for examination. All right. So be careful from the next class onwards, and you have to bring your calculator as well, because lot of calculator tricks will be used in that chapter. So calculator is an essential ingredient for that chapter. Okay. So bring your calculator along in the next class. And in case of any doubts, I have already told you, you can download the application Students Clinic, and you can easily ask doubts from me. Okay. Now, let us summarize this. Any linear function that involve an inequality sign is called linear inequality. तो जहां पर भी inequality का sign लगता है, greater than equal to, less than or less than equal to. Then the values of variable that satisfy the inequality is known as solution space. वो एरिया जो सारी inequality को satisfy करता है उसे हम कहते हैं solution space, also known as feasible region. Short में लिखना है तो SS can also be written. Then linear equalities को हम solve करते हैं using graphical lines, and then we mark the common region or the shaded area. Then some more questions are there. Additional question bank 1 and 2. Now 4 inequalities are given and 4 options are given. Now how to solve such question? You have to use options. Use options. The option which satisfy all the equation that will be correct. So यहाँ पे आपको चेक करना है कौन सा ऑप्शन इक्वेशंस को satisfy करता है. तो always try to satisfy all the points, first, second, third, fourth. तो जिसके सारे coordinates satisfy करेंगे, that will be the correct. So here you don't have to check 0,0 because 0,0 is common in all. So never check this. Now what is next? Now you can check 0,4. If 0,4 is correct, that means answer is lying in A and C. If it is not correct, then answer will lie in B and D. So always check in this manner. So let us try this. If you check 2x plus 5y less than equal to 20. So you check 0,4. So 0 plus 5 into 4 less than 20. So it is verified. It is correct. So since it is correct, now we have to choose between A and C because B and D will be rejected. Now choose between C and A. Now what is the difference between C and A? A is having this value different, 20 by 11, 36 by 11. Whereas in C it is 2,3. So we can check 2 into 20 by 11 plus 5 into 36 by 11, and this should be less than equal to 20. So we are having 40 by 11 plus 180 by 11. So how much is coming? 220 upon 11. So it is again 20, which is less than equal to 20. Twenty is less than 20. Okay, that means it is satisfying. So जो option सारे equation को satisfy करेगा, that will be correct. So one by one you have to check all of them and then conclude which one is satisfying all. Okay. So from this you can tick option number A. Now same is question number 2. Accordingly, you can try the options and select the answer. Okay, then let's see. Ritu is asking a question, समझ नहीं आया. Which question, Ritu? 6.3. Okay. Question number 6, third part. Question number 6, third part. Okay, this one. This one was the inequality minus x plus 2x2 less than equal to 0. So since it is less than, तो area कौन सा होगा? नीचे वाला area, inside area will be there. तो less than है, inside area will be there. So you have to mark simply the inside area. Otherwise you can put the value and check कौन उसको satisfy कर रहा है, उसके according भी आप value put कर सकते हैं. Okay. So Hema says today's session is easy to understand. That's great. So Manish is saying, please, you only cover that chapter. Yes, I will be covering time value of money in your next session. So that is on, I think, Saturday. Yes, today is Thursday. and next session is on Saturday. Time value of money. First topic is simple interest. So we will be doing simple interest on that day. All right. So what is the today's task? You have to complete all these questions once again using like your calculator, and so that you can practice all these things in 1 minute. Because if you practice a lot, then only you will be able to solve the question within a minute. Okay, so always try to revise the things. अभी तक आपने जितने भी चैप्टर किए हैं, that also you can revise in 4 to 5 hours. तो अपना 4 to 5 hours एक साथ निकालें और पूरा अभी तक हमने जितना भी पढ़ा है उसको अच्छे से रिवाइज कर लें. So after your revision, I will give you some extra questions so that you can do that extra question and you can give your test, you can give your assessment so that your self evaluation will be done. आपको पता रहेगा कि आपने कहाँ पर कितनी चीजें learn है आपको या कौन सी चीज आप भूल गए. Okay, so accordingly you can work on yourself. All right. So time value of money, we are having 3 sessions, and after that we will be doing permutation and combination. So permutation and combination will also be taking 3 sessions. So 2 for permutation and 1 for combination. Okay. So let's see what you guys are saying now. So Ritu says, thank you for solving my query. Adisri, thank you, sir, for making the concept easy to understand. Ayushi Botra says, thank you for today. Okay. So I think all queries are resolved. Chapter is completed. Yes. So we have completed all these questions, additional question bank as well. So each and every example questions we have covered. So now you can easily revise within an hour or two. And the weightage of the chapter is normally 1 marks, 1 or maximum 2 marks can be there. All right. So I think it's time to leave for everyone. So bye everyone. Take care and see you soon in the next session. Nisarg sir. Chapter is finished. Yes, sir. Over. Okay.
Recording stopped.